these off. Okay. What's up, Dub Nation? Amy's here, but there's 0 people on the live. Oh, now there's 4. Okay. What's up, Dub Nation? Here for the young kids. No Steph, Clay, Wiggs, or Dre. Young kids party. Full party time. Oh, hello, everybody. Okay. I was doing some things earlier. I'm looking to do the Steve Kerr pregame. Okay, it's only 2 minutes. Pre-Kerr start. A little CJ McCollum. Let's see where I put that one. Okay. Let's listen to CJ McCollum real quick, since there's some waiting time right now. Let's see here. Hold on. So, CJ McCollum from morning shootaround is what I'm going to guess. Maybe it was practice yesterday. Practice or morning shootaround. Now on audio. Let's see here. Let's do this. And as I try and take some notes as to what he said. Wait.
Player 9, they run
the...
Yeah, we know the Warriors are shorthanded.
Okay. Hold on, I screwed up that. It's only a 30-second soundbite. Okay. Okay, CJ McCollum coming up now. 11:20. Yeah, this one.
Well, obviously, they're very good as a team. Whether they're starters play or not, they run the same system. It's just some of the players are a little bit better, a little bit more efficient, and you got to be aware of them at all times. But we got to go out there regardless of who's out there and play hard and compete. I think that's extremely important.
A little more efficient. Okay, so yeah, coach is Willie Green. So they're going to run the same system because of that. And then let's go listen to Steve Kerr real quick. Listen to Steve Kerr. So that occurred at the 4. see what Steve had. Go here. Go. Sheesh. Okay, let's put Steve on some of his pregame. Steve Kerr pregame audio. And 6-minute mark. Okay, where are you?
For these New Orleans fans that see some of these Warriors stars play in New Orleans this season?
Yeah, it's the schedule has not been kind,
Let me start it over.
continued improvement. We got a lot of young guys who we're throwing a lot at. So kind of handling the basics. Making sure we're defending according to our principles and boxing out, and then taking care of transition defense, and then executing on offense, not turning the ball over, but making the simple play.
Well, obviously, by resting some of the vets, you're doing what's in their best interest and the interest of the team. But do you feel for these New Orleans fans that won't get to see some of these Warriors stars play in New Orleans this season?
Yeah, it's the schedule has not been kind, to us and to the city of New Orleans, in terms of us having 2 back-to-backs in the midst of really brutal scheduling, and us having guys who are banged up and older and have played a decade or more of playoff basketball, and but we feel it is imperative, and our performance team feels it's imperative to try to get ahead of the nicks and bumps that these guys have. I think we're in the midst of something like 12 of our next 16 are on the road, or in the midst of a 12 out of 16 road schedule. A lot of games. We don't have any time off. We get home tomorrow and play the next night. And this is one of those things, last year Draymond missed half the year with a back injury. And, you get into a situation where you start chasing your tail a little bit, and you don't listen to the performance team, and all of a sudden guys are out for, a long period of time. We can't risk that. And I do feel terrible for fans here. But as I said, unfortunately, that's the way the schedule laid out, and it's too bad.
Okay. Just a minute right there. Steve actually went longer than that. Let me see if I can throw on the pregame. How am I going to do this? Willie Green. Do we have any Willie Green? No. We have McCollum. And we have Steve Kerr. Okay, let me see here. Here I am again doing work in the middle of a broadcast. But that's just kind of what I do. So I'm trying to figure out if it's worth my time to cobble together the pregame of Steve. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what the audio tells us.
On a football game yesterday, what game were you doing? Command.
What are you going to see from everyone? Okay, what are you going to see from everyone?
Not much of a game. Hi, CJ.
Oh, Kavan and Andrew playing.
Loon, I expect Loon to play. He's warming up right now. Andrew will not play.
Oh yeah, by the way, Andrew's not playing. I forgot to mention that. Little detail there. I failed to mention when I turn on the broadcast. And well, anyways, you guys are here for the play-by-play, so that'll be my focus soon after I try and figure out if this video is worth cobbling together or not. Okay, where were we? So he was talking about Kavan.
We got a lot of young guys who we're throwing a lot at.
Oh,
Where are they going to see?
okay. So that's the first. Okay, that's the first question. Oh, cool. Let me see. Do that. Working my magic here on iMovie. Let's see. Trying to match up the sound waves. I cannot match it up. What do you think we're going to see?
Starting lineup would be Jordan, Dante, Anthony Lamb, Kuminga, and Looney if he can play.
Okay. Looney is playing, by the way. There's the waveform. I finally matched it. Yeah. That takes some skills, guys. You don't even know.
What are you looking to see from everyone who isn't over the time?
Okay, so I matched that up. 55 mark. And it ends right there.
Laid out, and it's too bad.
Steve, does it make it
Wow. It was a long interview. I wonder what else he talked about. We should really check this out, honestly. If there were time. It's 4:53 right now, so we probably have time. But I do need to process this video as well. So, man, he talked for like 8 or 9 minutes, and the TV broadcast, NBC only covered like 1 minute. So there's some stuff in there that he talked about, and I'd love to know what he talked about, but I got to process the video at the same time. So, come on, iMovie is so cumbersome. God. Audio only available through the end. I gotta do that. Okay, right here. No video until the 55-second mark. Video not available until 55-second mark. Video not available until 55 mark. Okay, I'm going to process this video. Pre-McCollum and Kerr. And I got to wait till it processes, and then we got to set up our play-by-play right here. So thanks for your patience. Oops. Okay, so we're going to share this screen now with box score and everything. Let's go here. Where's my box score? No, that's standings. That's schedule. G League schedule right there. NBA.com. Monday, we go to New Orleans GSW. Right here, the box score link will appear later. And what else we got? Oh, got a new name here. Rochelle Cruz. Awesome. Get 2 screens, Daniel. Oh, talking to Daniel. Okay. I did not expect the big guns to rest. Oh, thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. Hope you guys check that one out. In case you didn't, I'll just throw it up here. Okay. And this is our latest video right here. 58 things you may have missed in the film study. Just little things that, honestly, I did it during this live stream yesterday. I just clip all these things. I see something that I thought was interesting, or I noticed that we gave up a bucket way too easy. Why? And then later I come back and I look into it in more detail. But first, let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let me check this here. Nothing there. Check this. Nothing there. Okay. Still processing that video with Kerr in the pregame. And so let's see what we've got here. We'll just wait for the box score to show up. 4:57, so we're only minutes away. I guess Fitz and Kalena didn't go to New Orleans. They're in the studio. Let me get my stream on the laptop going right here to clip stuff. Man, I'm in super work mode. Making sure we got enough of the stuff. I'm really curious to see what else Steve talked about on the pregame, because he talked from the 6-minute mark to the 8-minute mark. No, the 3-minute mark to the 9-minute mark. So there's 6 minutes of interview that only the beat writers know about as of right now, and those who actually listen to the interviews on SoundCloud, because that's where the audio is. That's how I was able to get the rest of it. And we're just gonna have to see. The file should be done shortly, even though iMovie is telling me it'll take 9 hours. The Pi is about to complete right here. Well, while I'm waiting, it's pretty much done. And then we'll have it's 4:59, so we'll have one more commercial break coming up with that. I'm going to go ahead and upload this, even though I'm not sure what's in it, and not sure if it'll get clicked on a whole lot because there's only video for like a third of it. And I don't know if that'll piss off our viewers or not, but you figure people who listen to Steve Kerr interviews probably be okay with it. So let's listen.
You nervous at all that the performance team is saying that this early in the season?
Am I nervous at all that way?
The performance team is having guys sit this early in the season.
That this performance team has?
Is having guys sit this early?
No, not at all.
That's regular.
You know, we've been doing this for a long time, and our players work really, really hard to stay ready and to hopefully play through June, which we've done 6 times in the last 8 years. We also play a ton of national televised games. We fly more than any team in the league year after year. We don't do it. You see a lot of teams are doing the back-to-back in one city. We don't do any of that. So we understand we have a responsibility in this league with our position, the franchise that we are, to try to, put on the best show we can every night. But that also includes maintaining the guy's health in the long term. And so we're handling this the best way we can.
Any update on Wiseman? Any consideration of bringing him back to that?
No, not for tonight. We felt it was really important for him to get a really good stretch in Santa Cruz of practicing, and the practice is the big thing. When you get individualized attention like the guys do in the G League, it's easier to make more progress, I think, rather than the stops and starts that happen during the NBA season when you're not in the rotation.
And how much of it do you think is mental for him?
I just think it's all part of natural evolution of a young player who doesn't have much experience, who happened to come into the league as a pandemic started and then missed a year and a half with an injury. It's that's it. That's bottom line. Every player needs a foundation, but when you have a guy who missed all of that time because of the circumstances and hasn't been able to really build that foundation, you have to try to do the right thing to help him get going. And this is what we're thinking.
I believe this is now 4 straight back-to-backs where you guys have played the second night of back-to-back in dating back to last season. I think the year before that was one of the times when you had the back-to-back games, back-to-back nights towards the end of the 21 season. Have you ever seen a quirk like that where you're in a city on the end of a back-to-back 4 consecutive times?
I didn't know that was the case. I mean, obviously I remember, 2 weeks ago when we were here. So I didn't know it was 4 straight times. We don't control the schedule. Obviously we just, fly where they tell us to fly. But, again, I feel awful for the fans. But ultimately, our responsibility is to make sure our players are around for the whole year. I think you guys know my feelings about the season itself. 70 games or so sounds about right, but a lot of people need to get together and agree that they're all willing to give up some money for that to happen. But for the good of the league and the fans, I think that would be a real positive.
But there's a message on to covering it every day. Obviously, a rougher start on and off the court to the season, but you have such a culture. You had the players on the meeting now. You got your first road win last night. Do you feel like the team's finding some better camaraderie and a better direction?
Yeah, we've won 5 of 7. We're on a better path than we were a couple weeks ago, and I think during that 7-game stretch, we're top 10 in both offensive and defensive efficiency. So we're showing signs. We're still trying to raise some young players and have them, learn to grow together in the rotation. Some of them in the rotation, some of them not. So there are growing pains, but it does feel like we're heading in the right direction.
Are you a World Cup guy?
I am.
Who's your favorite? And what was your favorite player?
Well, my favorite player is Mo Salah, but he's not playing since Egypt didn't qualify. But I watched today, and I don't have a prediction because I'm not that good at that stuff.
And you got a chance to spend some time with Mo over the summer, right?
Yeah, it was like really exciting.
I'm gonna geek out. What is he?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna geek out a little bit. What is he like? Mo Salah.
What is he like?
I'm a fan of him.
Oh, just down to earth and humble, and I had a chance to chat with him and Virgil after practice, and it was really fun. Coach Klopp. It was a fantastic visit to the Liverpool facility, and so yeah, I watch.
Almost done.
I watch every weekend. I watch Premier League. I'm watching the World Cup. It's a beautiful sport.
So you'd be surprised when Arsenal wins the league?
Yes, I will be. I will be. I think Man City is going to run away with it like they have many times. But Arsenal is having a great season. They're right in the thick of it.
Should ask them about the
First time I've
Barcelona
answered
tiki-taka.
soccer questions, I think, in a press conference.
You can show your time management skills.
Well, you got to take a break a little bit too. Anyway, all good, everybody? All right, thanks.
Okay. Well, I might use some of that for a Wiseman report then, because there was a little Wiseman stuff in there. Let's see. Stream is not on yet for me. I'm in a commercial, so we've got a little bit before the game actually starts. What was I gonna do? Let's pull up the box score one more time. Okay, I could just play this. Play my video just to cure the boredom for now for the next 2 minutes. You'll see, get you all hyped up for some of the game action. But what was I going to do? So I'm going to save the Kerr pregame for later. Got to remember that for the Wiseman report, because there's good audio in there. And my stream is, let's make sure it's live. It's not? What? Go live. Coming up next. So there's one more. I've been to Smoothie King. It's a nice arena, nice and cozy. I think the seats are a little spread out more, like, so it's cozy, but like the prices of the tickets are still reasonable. I think there's some relation to that. Let me check if I missed anything on Twitter. I'm going to get spoiled from the 49ers game tweets, I'm sure, but what are you going to do? PBJ, little PBJ pregame action right here. Let's throw that up from the Warriors official. PBJ right here. Oh, we got Moody and Ty Jerome. They ran out on the floor. And PBJ. What's up, PBJ? keep track of this real quick. What else is there down here? Anything? Starting five. There's a starting five, people. Lamb. Got a lamb tonight. Let's go. So it's a pool party for the youngsters. Only kids allowed. If you can rent a car, you're not allowed to play tonight. Just kidding. How old's Looney? Looney's not even that old either, huh? Let me go check and see how old Looney is. Let's see. Okay, let's check Looney. PKRef.com. Kevon Looney. That's how the Summer League guy pronounced his name. All those years I went. Every time. Kevon Looney checks in for the Warriors. That guy does not know how to pronounce names, man. Oh, what am I doing here? Age. Where's age? 26 years. He can rent a car. Ha. Too bad. I was hoping for the sweep. I don't even think Dante. Can Dante rent a car? Maybe 25. Let's see. Oh, he can. Okay, all right. So we're done. How old are these guys, anyways? Ty Jerome is 25. Anthony Lamb. Like 25's old now because like most guys are like 19, 20, especially on the Rockets, 21. Lamb is 24. All right, we're about to start here. Get tipped off here. Box score. Throw that up there for you. I missed all your comments. We won the tip. Here we go. 11:54, 11:53, 11:52. Oh, turnover right away. I didn't even see what happened. I just saw Looney was fumbling with it. That's not good. Oh, man. Zion for three bricked it, and Kuminga was late, so we already missed an assignment. We haven't been good on both ends already, the first two possessions. But we're getting some movement now. JP going around Looney. Tries to go past Jonas. Does. And one. And one. Way to go, JP. I think my breakdown video tonight might be a little sparse. Just because we don't have Hall of Famers in there. And so the execution won't be as crisp, etc. But I'll see. We'll see if we have any defensive breakdowns. Dante, good defense on BI. Pretty good defense. Looney helps, but BI just goes right over him. Could have been a foul. They decided not to call it. Maybe the refs want to offer us a little mercy because we just don't have the personnel tonight. Anthony Lamb for three. Man, Zion is huge. He is dwarfing JK. Look at Zion. Oh, JK with the swat. Oh, but what you call it? They get the putback. JK with the swat. Beautiful. I'm going to clip that. JK attacks baseline. Over to Lamb. Handoff Dante. Dante splits the defense. Oh, good runner, but he missed it. Uh-oh. That's Jones for three. No good. Lamb rebound. Good rebound, Lamb. JP over to Dante, left side, back to JP up top. Oh, we got blocked by Herb. Oh no, Jones coming down. And JP blocks him. JP again with the swipe. I talked about that in the video. Beautiful block by Kuminga back then. Kalena's making a comparison to an Andre Iguodala swipe. I don't know about that. All right, I'm back to live action here. Now I got to go record the close-up of that. Man, that close-up of Zion getting blocked by JK. Dude, Zion is... he's such a beast. Okay. Do about that. Don't know that there's anything you can do about that. Now we got a moving screen. We're down 6-3, 8:38 inbound coming in. I'm trying to look at this last play that Zion got a dunk on. We've now done that 2 games in a row where the baseline dunk happened. So I wonder if that's going to be an ongoing issue or not. Oh, JK offensive foul. Wow. Oh, man. This is not good. 3 turnovers already. Man. Zion attacks. During this free throw, let me check and see. Huh, foul on JK. Weird. I want to see that again. By the way, congratulations to Looney for starting again. So we're shooting free throws with Jonas, JV on the line. 8:08 dead ball right now. Second free throw coming, and I'm trying to find out what JK did wrong. Wow, that's an awful call. I don't know. But the camera angle didn't really give us a whole lot. So anyway, let us move on. Okay, so we got a foul call here. Whew, might be one of those nights. Not a whole lot of excitement. That's why you don't trade Kuminga, right? I mean, you guys are with me on this one, right? Trade Kuminga for a veteran. I mean, nights like this go to show you that we have no spark other than Kuminga and maybe JP. Most teams don't have the spark. New Orleans does in terms of, Zion and occasionally Brandon Ingram. You know, a little flair. But JK's our future Flair, and every team needs a guy like that can, defy physics. BI fade away, good. Keep running, JK. Kind of looks like the Predator out there, huh? With the hair. JP making moves. Oh, manufactures a trip to the line. That's good. That makes up for that weak call against Kuminga the other time. And we get a look at Steph on the bench. I wonder if they showed him on the... Wow. That wasn't even close. That free throw by JP. What the heck? Wow, that was weird. That was weird. You know what's weird also is look how dark the arena is. I do recall it being dark like that, but doesn't that affect... Is that the same at every arena? Maybe it's the same everywhere. I would think you would want it more bright so that the players can see the crowd, but what do I know? Anyways, CJ goes in there. Uh-oh, Zion attacks, flies, passes, swing, BI left side, 3, good. All right, they're up 12-4, 6:54, 6:53, 6:52. JK will attack BI and rise. Oh, and he missed it. That's a nice move, though. I'm going to clip that move even though he missed it. I like the move. Let's see, 2020-14. All right, we got a timeout. 12-4, 6:37 to go. 12-4, 6:37 to go. 12-4, 6:37 to go. Come back to that in a minute. 12-4, 6:37 to go. Man, JV's a load down there. He just pancaked JK. And let's look at JK's drive. Wow, nice drive. Nice drive. That's pretty good for a 20-year-old, man. Pretty good move. Let's take a look at it when we get a chance. 12-4. 6:37. Jan, what's up? Jan. What's up, everybody? Sorry I haven't been able to get to the comments. Yeah, I would like to see the elimination of back-to-back games. I would. He got to stop playing Green Looney together. Oh, gosh. Okay. Abu Konate, probably butchered that. So far you've said, hey, guys. Then you immediately jump into left field criticism about Steve Kerr. Then you say, stop playing Green and Looney together. We don't even know if you mean JaMychal or Draymond. Then Parth reminded you that we're missing 4 guys. Did you come back with more outrage? Okay. You've luckily stopped posting your outrage. I don't know who the heck you are, but it's better to build some equity on the channel by saying more than, hey guys, and then launch into just left field criticism of Steve Kerr. Go watch my latest video, because yesterday when Steph hit the rainbow fadeaway swish, who was that against? That was against Eric Gordon. It wasn't against Jalen Green. Jalen Green is 6'7", long wingspan. Eric Gordon, 6'4", at best, not a long wingspan. How did Eric Gordon get on Steph? Because it was Jalen Green to start out. It was because Steve called a flare screen. with not a flare screen, a regular screen with Clay, so that they would get the switch. So pay attention. Steve deserves credit for that last play as well. Anyways, Zion missed the dunk. BI got the long rebound, drove and scored easily, as his wingspan is enormous. Let's check his wingspan. Brandon Ingram wingspan. 7'3" wingspan. I was going to say 7'3". I was going to guess that. All right. Late in the shot clock, JaMychal shoots it with 2 seconds left on the clock. We can't get anything going because we have zero gravity out there, and our offense is usually predicated on some kind of gravity. We must be in a zone because Ty Jerome is playing against Zion, and he swings it over to CJ for 3. We're down 17-4. Oh, man. Ty Jerome, here comes a JaMychal screen, swings it over to Dante, fakes a 3, goes down the lane, finds JK in the corner. He's got to put it up. He hits a 3 late in the shot clock. Needed that one. 17-7, 5:10, 5:09, 5:08. CJ against Ty, against Dante. We're in a zone. Pretty sure we're in a zone there. Looked like it with Dante kind of playing an area more so than a man. Larry Nance comes in with my old number, 22. Best number ever invented. You know, it's a long night when I got to talk about weird things. All right, so BI going to throw the ball in. Moody's in there. Yeah, we're in zone. Look at Dante, the way he's playing. Definitely a zone. JaMychal covering the middle on the dice, 2-1-2. Ty goes all the way out to the 3-point shooter, but he hits it. What's that guy's name again? Devontae Graham. Oh, crap. Zion gets the ball and throws it inside to Nance. Ty Jerome is just a mannequin at that point. So easy 2 for Nance. Timeout. 22-7, 4:27. Yikes. 22-7, 4:27. Oh, boy. Yeah. What are you going to do when you miss 4 guys? 4 of your starters are out. It's going to be hard for you guys to make me criticize who we have out there, whether that's too much dribbling, no cutting. I mean, yeah, but you've got big Zion in front of you. You got BI in the back, and you got Jonas Valanciunas over there. I mean, it's like, sure, okay. I mean, you can cut, yeah, but you know, you need a little flair to break up the mud. You know, that's the NBA. You know, Gonzaga can't come into the NBA and do anything. They can run Gonzaga offense all they want. It's not going to yield anything because the other team's got these super athletes. That's how basketball works, guys. So for you to be too upset right now about, oh, we're not cutting, we're not this, we're not that. I mean, we just don't have the talent out there. I mean, Ty Jerome can cut all he wants. I mean, yeah. Can we improve the cutting? Yes. But I mean, it only goes so far. And also the mentality of it. So it's hard to come into this game and you're going to face these big, strong, long, athletic athletes. It's going to be hard to get a bucket when you're Jonathan Kuminga and 4 pretty much unathletic other guys. So I'm not gonna get mad right now. Turnovers, maybe, yeah, you can reduce some turnovers. I know I'm not really saying anything that's clickable, retweetable, any of that. That's what happens when you kind of more deal with information than entertainment. And the actual information for tonight, the information for tonight is that we're clearly out talented tonight. So something's got to happen. Something's got to happen because Ingram's too big. Zion's too big. Right here. This has got to happen. JK. Wow, JK. Yeah, impressive. I should have done some highlights just now. My fault. Okay. Oh, Zion got the move on JK. JK's mad that they called a foul, but JK, man, you fouled him. That's all I gotta say. Man, Zion's a beast. Way to just fly by Zion right there. That's a good flyby. Yeah, when you get off balance like that, the ref's going to call it. I understand why JK was upset with the call because he doesn't think he really bodied him that much. I love how Zion's talking to the guys. Anyways, we're back to action. Zion's down in the paint, scores, and I just hope that one's on Ty Jerome and not JK. 23-9. Yeah, it's on Jerome. It should be on the ground, not an and one, but still amazing that he made it. Sheesh, Zion is a Hulk, man. It's just crazy the athleticism that you can put in a body like that. It doesn't make sense. The physics of it. Ty Jerome fouls a guy. So those kinds of mistakes definitely correctable. Like there's no Devontae's not even, that much more athletic than you. Oh boy. But you know what? Ty's been rusty. Oh, and he barely got him, but he's rusty. He hasn't seen any game action in a long time. And he's got to come right out. All right, we're down 27-9. 325, 324, 323. Maybe I can skip the breakdown for this one, huh? If it's going to be ugly like this, but we'll see. We still got a lot of game to play. JP trying to shake Larry Nance, can't do it. Swing over to Ty Jerome left side. We post up JaMychal against BI. Good matchup. We got to go one-on-one in that case, and JaMychal gets a turnaround, push shot, hook shot. Nice play by JaMychal. BI over to Nance. No good. That used to be Michael Jordan's bread and butter 17-footer. Moody over to JP for three. Nope. Back rim. Ingram brings it up. Uh-oh. He wants to go downhill. No, he pulls up. That's a smart pull-up. I like that pull-up. Then he tips it out to his own guy. They swing. Now Larry. Nance at the top. Handoff. Devontae back down to Nance. Overpowers JaMychal. He wanted a foul, but JaMychal held his ground and legally. And it's now 29-11. And Ty Jerome will bring it up. 210, 209, 208. Jerome goes left side, swings it over to PBJ. Oh, yeah, PBJ. Forgot. PBJ does a screen slip. Nothing to do in there with JP, and Ty Jerome tries to deliver the ball inside. And I love how the ref kind of just doesn't point either way. That's one of the strategies that I used to really like about my best refs, is to just let the players tell you whose ball it is. Everyone started to walk that way. So obviously it was Pelicans ball. And BI gets a jumper over Moody. Even though Moody has a 7-foot wingspan, 7'1", BI's is nuts, 7'3" wingspan. We're going to get a defensive 3. No, holding. 5-yard penalty, first down. Reminds me I'm missing my Niners right now for this garbage time type stuff. Oh, that's Dyson Daniels. I think. All right. Oh, we lost the ball again. Oh my gosh. How many turnovers? 6. Another and 1. BI. Oh no, they're going to wave it off. Wave it off. Oh, this is getting ugly. Wow. 14 back-to-backs. How did you know that? Man. So chalk up 14 DNPs for Draymond, Steph, and Clay. Golly, are you serious? There's 14? Oh, that sucks. But TRL is keeping it live in the chat here. Cheering no matter how much the chips are down. Good for you. Even I can't really get too much into it. Of course, this is my 4th straight live stream. The Knicks game, Wiseman's game, last night's game, tonight's game. Then we got Wiseman tomorrow for the 5th in a row. And then we have the Warriors game 2 nights from now. And it's another turnover, and we're down 33-11. Our score is not being doubled. We're getting tripled. Our score is being tripled. A rare triple of the score. Oh no. Moody just got beat. Yikes. Moody got beat on the point of attack. That's worrisome for me because I've wanted him to do better on the point of attacks. So that is unfortunate. JP gets a bucket on a layup. Good job by JP. Oh. BI shoots over Jerome. No good. Nance can't pick it up. Our ball. I'm going to try and dissect how Moody got beaten off the dribble here. He's guarding Ingram, so, I mean, he's got the best guy, and they go there, they go back, and then, he just gets beaten. Sure, JP. That's the flair we need. A night like tonight. He's just got to make something out of nothing. Let me clip that. That's a good clip. Even though it's rather futile. $11 seconds to go in the quarter. 35-16. Oh, this is a yawner. Devontae Graham misses a 3, and good for PBJ. He got a stat. He got a rebound right there. It's going to take something to keep me awake. But then, be honest with you, you turn a negative into a positive. I'm turning the negative of this game into my own personal positive, which is I am going to probably give myself a break. I'm probably not going to do a breakdown. I'll keep clipping important moments from this game, 35-16, but this probably will give me a chance to take a break from that, because I have a Wiseman video coming up, even though I really don't want to nitpick Wiseman all that much. It's gonna be around the corner. So, oh well. Why did I get a timeout from the chat? I don't know. Wasn't me. Oh, thanks for watching. Well, it's not Steve. It's the performance staff. When are you guys going to understand that? Joe Lacob goes through, pays his performance staff a lot of money to make these decisions. So stop blaming Steve. If you want to blame anyone, blame Joe Lacob, because he's the one that hired performance staff. So if you guys could just put 2 and 2 together, which is that we're resting our guys all the time on back-to-backs, let's put 2 and 2 together. There's got to be some information about that tells the performance staff that they think it's best for the main guys to rest. We don't have access to that information. So you can either refute the information that's assumed, or you can trust that the information is solid. And I would like to see an argument made for me not to trust the performance staff that Joe Lacob has gone out of his way to hire all these guys. It's not just Rick Celebrini. He's got like 2 or 3 other trainers that work for him as well, and they're the ones making the decision. Steve has said that repeatedly. JV just overpowers JaMychal. Would have been nice to have Wiseman, but remember we heard in the pregame that the reason why we don't have Wiseman here, JV Powers passed JaMychal, and the reason why we don't have Wiseman for this game is because it's best for him to get practice time and individualized attention with SCW Santa Cruz. So I think it goes back to how you utilize social media. If you're a guy that is addicted to outrage, which I don't blame you, social media apps reward you for having that addiction as Moody misses a 3. And I'm gonna cut my play-by-play for the most part. Because this game's really out of hand, and you get the vibe that it's going to be a development game. It's like a scrimmage for our young guys. If you go around social media always being outraged by stuff, you're going to miss the information. So then, instead of knowing that Kerr has been allowed to utilize his performance staff to have the performance staff tell him what is the best thing to do in terms of muscles, joints, bones, human bodies. That's what these guys are getting doctorate degrees to do. That's why Rick Celebrini is a PhD in whatever he's doing. I'm pretty sure he's got some sort of advanced degree for this stuff. And I mean, if you're always outraged, you're not going to be in a state of learning anyways. But that's what I want to do here. I don't want to be Twitter, where I just be another platform where we're outraged by everything, and all we do is argue, and then all we do is throw people under the bus. That doesn't further your learning. Instead, and people, a lot of negative people. Okay, so Moody got away with a foul there, in terms of he got a generous call. We're down 19, 10:35 to go, shooting free throws, but it was good, aggressive attack there. It was funny how Jose Alvarado had to kind of calm down. What's his name again? Had to calm down Dyson Daniels, because he's a youngster, didn't want to get a tech. So anyway, there's no need to be outraged at Steve. Oh, we're going to forfeit 10 games? Oh, man, I can... Thank goodness this is on a YouTube channel and we're separate. We're not in the same room, because, man, I can feel your outrage, your judgment, your disgust. Like, wow, okay. You're disgusted with this team? Okay. Just won a championship 5 months ago. So I'm not disgusted with this team. I follow this team every day. If I were disgusted with this team, I'd have a disgusting life. Ty Jerome for 3 on a broken play. We'll take it. We're down 14. Only down 2 touchdowns. So, yep, it's my daily diatribe for you outraged people. That's why I try to tell people what we do here. PVO in the title. Maybe I should put that out in front. Oh no, J-Mike threw it to Jose. Jose again steals an inbound. He's done that so many times, and we should not fall for that. 41-20. Is it a timeout by Steve? I would hope so. Rather than something else, like a delay of game on Jose or whatever. 9:32, second quarter. You'd rather watch Santa Cruz? That's false. No, you wouldn't. Those games have 40 turnovers. No, you don't. I was watching Santa Cruz the other night with Wiseman, and the one when I was like, okay, let me tune in and see how PBJ is doing. And it was just, wow. It was an AAU game. So it's a professional AAU game. They literally average like 36 to 40 turnovers. Thank you, MD. It's kind of what I wanted to get across. But I get the hyperbole. You know, I get it. That's the thing, is where I bend very far more towards less to comedy and more to information, and less to hyperbole. We don't do any memes. We don't even do rankings. We don't do comparisons. We don't do awards. We don't do what was it again? Rankings, comparisons, awards. Rankings, comparisons, awards, and something else. It's always 4. I always forget the 4th. You know, the difference from memorizing 3 things and 4 things is so much of a difference. So I got to cut that down to 3. But anyways, if you stop doing predictions, that's it. If you stop doing predictions, rankings, awards, and whatever the 4th thing was, now I forgot it again. Then you can escape a lot of the misinformation out there, because all of that stuff is just entertainment. So sometimes I can get a little boring, you know, but that's totally opposite from some other podcasts and whatnot. But at least you're always getting something truthful, genuine, in my opinion. And I always try to make it like you're the 18th man on the squad. 15 guys, 15 regular NBA contracts, 2 two-ways, and us. So we're like the 18th man on the bench. And so if I see something on the court, I don't really want to throw guys under the bus, because that's not what you do when you're part of the team. And, I used to cover the team wherever they went. It's still daily, but it's not wherever they go. But I've had enough of those experiences. Early before the game, CJ Holmes, beat writer for the Chronicle, tweeted out, "Oh, I kind of like how, the Superdome's right next to Smoothie King Arena. Where else do they have this?" I immediately, Cleveland and Philly and Oracle and Oakland, if you want to count that. But anyways, I have a lot of experience going to a lot of places where the Warriors are, but also it's very tiring, and it takes a mental and physical toll to the point where there's no way I would have been able to do any of these breakdowns for you. There's no way I would be able to be on here right now to analyze stuff. And I feel like my calling is more towards offering an alternative to the outraged world of Twitter and Instagram. And, right now, if we go to the Warriors Instagram, I guarantee you all the comments are negative right now. So where can we go to talk about the game in a safe place? And that's here. And Kuminga falls down on the steal, another bad turnover. What's going on? Timeout by Steve again. He says, "It's okay, guys. It's okay. I'm just calling a timeout." Let's see what happened, though. Let's see what happened. Man, that was bad. So JP got stripped by Jose, and then I'm trying to find out if Herb Jones tripped JK or not. So let me stop my stream there. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Well, their feet got caught up. I don't think it was intentional. Check it one more time. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know how you can call that one. I hate to say it, JK. I feel for you, but I hate to say it. Rankings, awards, predictions, and comparisons. Park. P-A-R-C. Yeah, Park. Anyways. I don't know if I didn't time you out, but somebody did. One of the blue wrenches, but hope you don't take it personal. I see that you're back anyways, King. So it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Potential trade. Okay. First of all, let me answer the Poole issue. Well, that's kind of JP, right? He is a flashy guy, and I don't know that there's another way for him to go about his business. So is Poole too flashy? Well, the problem is he is flashy. So I don't know what you do with that. Yeah, I'll be the first guy that points to his defense. We're trailing by the Jazz. I know, we're only trailing the Jazz by 3.5 games. That's crazy, huh? It's crazy. Oh, thanks for dropping the like. Oh man, we're back. Let me leave the thoughts on the trade for later. Okay, we're down 21, 3 touchdowns, 8:25, 8:24. JK gets in the lane, but passes it off to Lamb, who shoots a rainbow that's a little bit short. So it just banged right on the rim, right back. 8:10, 8:09, 8:08. CJ McCollum, rare miss. Rollins gets the rebound. Rollins tries to go up. He's good at getting downhill. He's just not good at finishing. And he really only does that one thing very well. But we'll see. And also, Ryan Rollins, I almost think that he's better off just always playing NBA games and forget G League. The reason being is G League is so crazy and just so turnover filled that I don't really think Ryan gets anything out of it. He's better off being the little microwave as far as handling the ball at the NBA level, where it's a little bit, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it. I just think that Rollins is better off just staying in the NBA and not going to G League based on the one game that I saw. Actually, it was 1.5 games that I saw. I was barely paying attention after a while in the OKC game. But the one in Santa Cruz the other night, geez, Rollins was not good. JP pulls up for 3, down 20, 723, 722, 721. So, yeah. I mean, I like how Rollins gets downhill. Just like Jose Alvarado, right? Think about it. Like, if you stuck Jose Alvarado in G League, JV, Lamb draws a foul. Pretty good, Lamb. Maybe, hold on. Let me clip that one because Lamb deserves. No one's going to view my video of us losing to New Orleans, right? Let me see what Lamb did. Oh, the forearm. Oh, and the elbow. Got him multiple times. That's borderline dirty. Borderline dirty, JV. I just exposed you. You're borderline dirty, and you don't even know it because he was looking at the Jumbotron. There's a hook that he did, and then I should just clip the replay. that was some bully ball tried to pull off there. But Anthony Lamb putting his body on the line there. You appreciate that. You appreciate that as a coach. You really do. Good stuff, Lamb. JP will pull back for a 3. No good. JK does whatever he can and draws a foul on Herb. I'm just glad JK came out of that one unscathed on the trip by Herb earlier. So I want to repeat that I think maybe Ryan Rollins at the end of the day, you're better off just getting some reps. But it does get messy. Forget it. I take it back. What do I know about player development? Too bad. JK can get the steal, but Moody gets a steal. And he attacks downhill. Nance wanted to take, I almost called him Lance because it's Larry Nance, but he wanted to take a foul. Moody sidesteps him and gets an and one. Let's watch. That was a terrible pass by Ingram. Oh, good Euro step to avoid Larry. All right, Mooded Moosey. Moded Moosey at the line. Way to go, Moses. Yeah, Dwight Howard dominating Taiwan. Meh. You know. Oh, are they challenging this? Why is there a timeout? Quite early to do a challenge. I wasn't paying attention to the... Anyways, 46-30, 6-19. 6... Oh, shoot. Oops. 46-30, 6-19. Okay, so what are my thoughts on potential trades? It doesn't make sense to mortgage your future like that when... but I will leave a caveat, obviously, with Wiseman. So my thoughts on a trade, it doesn't make sense to trade any of the young guys because you want to not have a 5-year rebuild. And developing Moody, Kuminga, JP is getting some good development right now. Obviously, he overlaps. He's in, the Venn diagram. He's in both. And PBJ and Rollins, no one's going to trade for them anyway, so you're stuck with them. You're developing Anthony Lamb into a pretty serviceable guy, which is nice. But it just doesn't make sense to trade any of the young guys not named Wiseman. It doesn't make any sense. Now, the reason why Wiseman's tradable is, I think, really due to his contract. He's making $12 million, and that's the second highest salary from 2020. It just is. Rookie scale, they're all fixed. So he's rather expensive in terms of a young guy like that really is minus 2 years. And if you take the comparison, comparison's the thief of joy, but here we go. You want him to produce at least to Looney's level. The problem is Looney's making $8.5 million. So when you look at these as assets and who's overperforming, who's underperforming, for example, Steph is overperforming. Like, obviously, he's worth way more than $50 million. Draymond for us is probably overperforming, or at, Draymond's different, right? It's hard to really put a value on it, but it is possible to put a market value on him, like just guess what he would be worth on the open market. And we were told 18 to 20 million by Keith Smith, remember? That was way, way back when we did the live stream with Keith Smith of Spot Track. And so we're back. So I think maybe Wiseman, but then who's out there? Who do we get back for Wiseman? That's the question. Okay. And there's gross speculation out there that GP2 could be a possibility, but all right. So JaMychal made a bucket, and then he got a rebound. We'll come back. We'll come back to GP2. And there's really only one scenario that's going to work. Ask Dr. Strange. Only going to be one scenario. JP almost throws it away. Moody has to chuck it up from half court, but it's still too late at that point. Dante will come in, and this is really not a good game for Dante to really gain anything as well. So I would almost not even play Dante all that much, but he's going to come in anyways. They have a set rotation, so they got the spreadsheet. Zion brings it up. Why don't we sit back and just see what Zion can do? He attacks JK. God, JK looks so skinny against Zion. Zion's so thick. Golly, what a freak of nature, man. Complete freak of nature. Yeah, they're talking about Kuminga's strength. Yeah, man. How can you trade Kuminga? This is the perfect example of why not to trade Kuminga. That should not even come up. The only possibility I see right now, and someone's got to make a list of the so-called veteran that you want and whether or not it's possible to trade Wiseman for that veteran. Make a list. Stop suggesting trades, and you know it has to be Wiseman. I just told you that. So from now on, when you say, "Oh, we need to trade," and the problem is you're outraged. You're outraged by the second unit, so you just say, "Oh, we need to trade. We need to do a trade for a veteran because that's what I heard the media tell me. We need to trade for a veteran," and obviously, oh, JK just flew in for the smash one-handed. Oh, Superman put on his cape. That was nice to see. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, back to the lecture at hand. JP, we're down 17. Wow, if we can get it to 10, get it to 10 or 12. Dante anticipates a steal. JP, easy lay-in. We're down 15. That's got to be a timeout. Got to be. You can't let your guys keep playing through that. They're gonna let Willie Green's gonna let them play through it. We've cut the lead down to 15. Okay, let's get one more steal in. One more. Nance. Now I'm doing play-by-play. Look at that. Ah, he faked him out. Faked out Moody. Moody's been getting beat. I mean, that was a good move, but he's been getting beat, which is, kind of the bottom line. I like Moody, though. Oh, JK found JaMychal, but JaMychal couldn't hold on to it. So when you're outraged, you just say, "Oh, we need to do a trade. Youngster for a vet." And then I just broke it down for you. The only youngster that would make sense is Wiseman. Yeah, we need to avoid a 5-year rebuild. To avoid a 5-year rebuild, you have to develop Moody, JK, JP. JP gets a lot of development time, but Moody and JK, they don't have the opportunity to gain that development time all that much. Oh, Dante and Moody are talking about something. I want to clip that one. See what they did here. Let me dissect and see what they were talking about. Dante says, "Don't switch." He doesn't want to switch. He doesn't want to switch against Brandon Ingram. So let me check one more time that play. So Moody was nowhere to be found on there. Goes across. Yeah, he's just... Dante's telling him, "Don't switch. You don't need to switch there." JP attacks. Gets the call. Way to go, JP. So I hope I transformed that entertainment into some more information. The entertainment is you want to trade people. The information is, why can't we just play better? But I get the information of, well, these are youngsters that were not playing a lot anyway. So, okay, who's the veteran that you would bring in that we would need to play and give minutes to? We don't need a trade for Dwight Howard. We can just sign him. But I just, that would mess up kind of the rotation that we have with JaMychal. And we're kind of small. So then maybe you look at the standings and you kind of go, okay, which teams have a big that I'm really worried about that Dwight Howard would make a difference on? And you see, but then that's not trading anybody. That's just getting Dwight Howard, right? Oh, JK might have gotten fouled. No call. Shoot. Oh, Zion just missed an alley-oop. And JP throws it away. God, JP. We go through all that trouble. Go through all that trouble to get the ball back, and you just give it right back. I want to see if that was a foul, though, on the JK drive. Hard to tell from that angle. We would need another angle. Oh, great. Alvarado hits a 3. So now we're back down 24. So Willie Green knew. He knew. These Warriors got no chance tonight. I don't need to call timeout. I can Chuck Daly this. Well, JP just slips. I just hope he's okay. You know, he's usually okay anytime he hits the floor. But let's talk about GP2 finally. I haven't read your comments ever since, so I'll catch up with them though. I appreciate, as long as you're not too toxic in the comments, I'm okay with it for tonight, especially. Oh, it's called Caesars Superdome now. I did not know. It used to be Mercedes-Benz, and it looks so like colorful, like it always does. And I think there's a Caesars Palace down the street because there you can gamble in Louisiana. Anyway, so the only way we would get GP2 back is if GP2 just remains injured the whole time and becomes an asset that Portland no longer wants. So let's hoopshype.com Gary Payton II. And he will be out because the salaries kind of match. I think they can match the salaries pretty easily. Like 12 million, Wiseman is close enough to Gary Payton, 8.5, 9 million. Gary Payton will be reevaluated in 2 more weeks. Intermittent soreness, core muscle injury. So if they determine that, what is that? Man, that's the biggest interstitial I've ever seen. So what? Gary Trent, we don't need Gary Trent. What is that crap? Gary Trent, an option? Come on. Awful. That's not a fit at all. Gary Trent would be the first guy to go, nah, I don't want to go there. Where's my playing time? Behind Poole and Dante? That makes no sense. So don't read that crap. Let's get out of there. I respect that the writer got that information from a source in the league. I respect that because the writer has to stand out. He writes for a heavy.com. Nobody ever clicks on that unless you get fed to it by Google. And he's got to come up with stuff. So that's what he does. That's what he's good at. And it's no knock on him. It's just the business of NBA media. So, but if you think about it, if you're going to trade Wiseman, if you're going to trade Wiseman for GP2, then Portland has to really want to give up on GP2, right? Like, we just signed you for 3 years. There's 2 and player option, basically 3 years. And we're going to give up after October, November, December? 3 months? maybe January. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Who else do they have? Right? That's the other thing that you do. You go, okay, well, who does Portland have on its salary cap table? And you go, you look at this and you go, okay, well, GP would be right here. So Wiseman would fit right in here as player number 6. And we'd want to develop him to what? Be the backup to Nurkic? Look at Nurkic. Look how team friendly that salary is, because he was the, what, 40-somethingth pick? He's represented by Rich Paul. Wow. Where is the Yusuf Nurkic? Oh, he was 16th overall. Man, what a difference 16th and 2nd make. So bring on James Wiseman. I mean, if Nurkic goes down, okay. So you'd have to hope that Nurkic goes down and Wiseman can show up and, take his spot. Although I think at that point they would want to sign Dwight. It's just, and they've had Hassan Whiteside before, and Marquise Chris is still out there, and so there's I don't know that anybody would want Wiseman, is kind of what I'm getting at. So the dream scenario of getting Gary Payton out of Portland for Wiseman, I don't know, because you just signed him for 3 years and you're going to give up on him after 4 months. Like, what if he heals by April and you're Portland and you're in the playoffs? Wouldn't you want GP2 at that point? So, it's funny how on Warriors Twitter, the whole NBA universe revolves around Warriors Twitter. It's like, come on, guys. Jeez, can you be more, what's the word? Heliocentric? I forget what the word is. Anyway, I don't know what we can do with Wiseman. What is out there? Who would want Wiseman? I think we're just stuck with him. I think other GMs actually look at that and they go, okay, well, yeah, Wiseman's going to take a while. Good luck, Joe and Bob. You're stuck with that $12 million salary, soon to become $15 million. And I gave a scenario 1 or 2 live streams ago where maybe nobody really wants Wiseman and we're able to sign him for much less later. You never know. But what's the point of trying to predict this, right? We live in a society where you want to predict everything every single day. And it's like, I want to introduce a platform where we enjoy the unknown. Because if we learn to enjoy the process, then when something really cool happens out of the process as a result of the process, it feels like we earned it. It really feels like it's something we should have gratitude for. It's something we are in awe at. And so that's just a philosophy that I'd like to exude. I'd like to introduce people to, and things like that. Nets need a big, yeah, but who do they have that we would want? So let's see. Oh, Eubanks is the backup for you, Nurkic. Yeah. I was pretty sure there had to be a backup there. Just couldn't remember who it was. Drew Eubanks. Poole ball hog the basketball? I don't think he's really ball hogging. Oh, yeah, JK. Why don't we look at why don't we go look at the game? NBAGleague.com, people. Let's go watch Wiseman for a little bit. Why not? How do I find it? Oh, there we go. Live. Oh, it's gonna occur. It's gonna occur 2 hours after the tip off here, so it's coming up. Where is it? Mexico City. Oh, it's 21:12. Let's go live. There. You guys go to G League, NBAGleague.com. We did a Pelicans stream and now we're doing Wiseman. Just go to NBAGleague.com. Let me share options. How do I just copy link? Oh, there it is. Copy link. Did it copy? I don't even know if it copied. Wiseman stream. Boom. There you go. So let me go there and see what they're doing. It's timeout. 21-12 Santa Cruz. Ooh, okay. So what is the box score looking like? G League. Excuse me. Where's the box score? Come on, Wise. Show me something. 2 points, 1 field goal made. They're not even keeping track of minutes, so we don't know. Why don't we keep this up right here? Talk about pivoting. We're pivoting. We're pivoting, people. Come on, G League, man. Sometimes my internet, I hope my stream's still alive. Are we alive? Looks like we're alive. Why is it so slow? Gleague.nba.com. Even G League, what? NBA.com? The whole internet's down? Come on now. G League. No. CNN? CNN working? Yes. G League. At NBA.com. It's not doing anything for me. Oh my God. Well, my other browser's working better. Whatever. Trevion Williams is in the game right now. Man, they got this camera angle from the rafters. Sheesh. 3rd level. Are you serious? I can't get gleague.nba.com. Are you serious? Is it a browser thing? Yahoo.com. Yes, that's working. CNN.com. Yes, it's working. NBA G League. NBAGleague.com. Oh. Incredible. Why is that? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, Wiseman's not in, so not much to talk about. Oh, he's in now. Sorry. I guess he just came in. Man, what a day. My play-by-play sucks today. All right. Wiseman gets a steal. This is really a bad offense by Utah or Salt Lake. And now Daryl Hannes throws the ball away. See what I'm talking about? G League is unwatchable, man. Turnover. 40 times a game. Guy Santos crossover layup blocked. Just run, Wiseman. Just a little cardio for Wiseman today. He's late. Oh, gosh. He's late. Late on the jump again. Guy scores. Pick and roll. Switch. Get him the ball. Nobody can get him the ball. All right. Finally got the ball. Turnaround post. Fade. Fouled. Shoot those 50 shots, James. So they must be playing in the Utah Arena because it says Utah Jazz. Does that look like Vivint Smart Home Arena? It does not look like Vivint Smart Home Arena. I'm sorry to say. I don't know. Anyway, Wiseman. Okay. Handoff. Jerome Robinson draws a foul. Yeah, that does not look, unless they got rid of the baseline seats. Maybe they got rid of the baseline seats, and on the other side they've got all these what do you call those? Kids jumpers things. Maybe they had a party there earlier. All right. Side out of bounds. Wiseman's going to set a pick. Jerome Robinson pulls up for 3. Good. All right, let's watch Wise. Yeah. Oh, he swatted, but then the other guy got a dunk put back. But he did his job. He got the swat. So I'm glad he timed that one perfectly. Jerome Robinson down the lane, unmolested. Up 13, Santa Cruz is. We'll go back to the main squad soon enough. Wiseman disrupts, but somebody got fouled. Let me see if the J League site came up yet. No. What? Huh. That doesn't make any sense. All right. Main squad, 11:52, 11:51, 11:50. Keep an eye on both games. Nance finds Herb Jones fouled by Kuminga. All right, let's watch Wiseman. As they shoot free throws, he's going to come over, handoff, 2 picks. Ja'Cory McLaughlin. No, that's Lester Quinones missed. And he tried to get the rebound. Wiseman did, but couldn't. Out on Wiseman. Always fighting for that ball. Sometimes has trouble. Ooh, guy hurt his shoulder, though. Somebody hurt his shoulder on Utah. All right, main squad over here in New Orleans. Here we go. Down 25. 11:30, 11:29. JP will shoot a 3. No good. JV rebound. I don't know what's more empty. New Orleans at halftime or Salt Lake City G League. Zion got a dunk. Man, ugliness. Hey, James Wiseman got a dunk. So number 18, I forgot his name, Moore? I think it's Moore. He drove in, nothing doing. And Wiseman got the rebound, timed it well, and dunked it in. Meanwhile, Kuminga gets fouled, goes to the line, and meanwhile, Wiseman gets a rebound. Who's doing this? What Warriors analyst is doing play-by-play for 2 teams at once? Am I 3-pointer Wiseman? Am I making history here? This is hilarious, actually. At the 149 mark. Making history. First Warriors analyst ever to do 2 play-by-plays at once. JK makes a free throw. We got a timeout in Salt Lake. So let's go over to this is crazy. This is crazy. I had to take a screenshot at some point on the G League one. So JaMychal fouls JV. Oh, it's funny how JaMychal is basically a 5 for us, because on any other team he's a 4 and on any other team where there's a legit 5, they're probably not running the Warriors offense, which which makes it really interesting. And that'd be a good question for Steve, is like, have you learned anything from these experiences? And I think he has. I think they'll be a little bit more careful signing the JaMychal Greens. I think they'll be a little bit more careful signing the James Wisemans out there. I think they've learned some things. Not that JaMychal is a bad 5. It just really makes us super small. And that's the other thing, is when we're not winning games and we have to win games, then there's no time to install any new offenses. We're just going to run the motion offense all game long and really feed off of Steph, Clay, and JP, their gravity. We can try and bring in JK every now and then, but at least he's mobile. He can still run the offense. Wiseman, though, that presents a different dimension of the game, which, because of our record, we can't mess around with right now. We can't experiment with that, and that's not Wiseman's fault. Oh, that was Kuminga tried to do a rip through type of shot right there. I thought that was interesting. And then now Kuminga did some stuff as well. Let me see what he just did. We're looking. He got the steal. By Dante. Man, I'm not even going to mess with the box score over there of Wiseman, because it sucks. Where is he? There he is. Take a screenshot of that. So the double live. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm not even paying attention to the game right now. Let me just screenshot this. Crazy. Send that to myself so I can put it on social media. Boom. Yeah. Now let me pay attention to the Wiseman game. Ooh, jump hook. No good. And nope. Nothing happening. They dish it back out. Now he's gonna he gets dunked on because he had to defend 2 people. He jumped at one guy. That one guy threw to the other guy. There was nobody else underneath but him. And he got dunked on the second one. Oops. So let's watch Wiseman a little bit. What? Oh, I sent the wrong file. Keep commenting in the comments if Wiseman's doing anything cool. Oh, he's out of the game now. Trevion's in there. So that gives me an opportunity to do some of this stuff. Okay. All right, let's change the thumbnail to have Jan's comment in there. Okay. Hey, JP Bucket. All right. Main squad now down 23 in New Orleans. G League timeout. Brandon Ingram assist to CJ 3-pointer in transition. We are now down 26 with 7:29, 7:28, 7:27. Ty Jerome finds JaMychal. Oh, yeah. He dunked it, missed it. JV fouled him. He looked at the ref, was like, come on. And the ref called the foul. That's not how it's supposed to work, but okay, whatever. All right. Steve will call timeout as we are now down, whatever we're down, 79-53, 7:05. Wiseman's not in there. 79-53 Q. Are we Q3? 7:05. Yeah, we're Q3, aren't we? Only scored 53 points. Let's go, Young Guns. Okay. That was a funny one. What's up, Lewis? Yeah, getting some playing time, getting some burn. Oh, I've been restreaming this the whole time. That'll probably get me demonetized. That's not good. But you guys just pull it up for free at NBAGleague.com. Whoops. Oh, I hope I don't get demonetized. Man, that would suck. But it would be an interesting experiment to see if I can just stream a G League game inside. Wouldn't that be actually good for tomorrow? And I'd be sacrificing what? A Pelicans game that we're giving away. Come on, YouTube. Show me what you got. Demonetize me, baby. We'll see. We'll see after. Sometimes you step into things on accident. Here's the main squad. How are we doing anyways? Let's see. Lamb. No points for Lamb. Kuminga 9 points. 26 for JP. Wow. Yep. Trevion Williams in there. They're playing zone and he's trying to dance around the key and Utah team turns it over. Meanwhile, main squad got timeout. Is it timeout or end of quarter? My fault. Forgot. No, timeout. 7:05 to go. Q3. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to get a green tea frap after this. How's everybody else doing? Where are you guys around the world? Tell me now that I get a rare opportunity to actually take a break from play-by-play. This is actually a weird feeling. Well, we got Vitor, maybe? Vitor out in Argentina, is it? Oh, we're back. Main squad. New Orleans, JP. 658, 657, 656. JaMychal post up. Oh, JP should have cut, but he couldn't. Now I've got to go replay that one and see what the hell happened. JP just didn't get downhill. You got to cut with force, bro. But oh well. What's going on now? They got another 3. They're up 28. Man, the scheduled losses, man. This hurts. Oh well. Actually, it doesn't hurt. It hurts in terms of right now. I wish I was more interested in the thing that I was doing, and I'm not. I just wanted to end and go get a green tea Starbucks, but I got to cover the post game. We're going to get Kuminga on the podium. We're probably going to get JP on the podium, and that's always an adventure. And it'd be good to see what Steve has to say after this one. Oh, JaMychal with the putback dunk. Wow, he's got some good instincts. Oh, that was beautiful. Man, don't you wish you could jump like that? Don't you wish you were that tall and you could... I want to know what that feels like. Like, that must be fun, man. Just pick the ball up out of the air and just dunk it. God, that must be fun. Never know what that feeling's like. One time, eons ago, we went to go play on a kid's court where the hoop was only like probably 8 or 9 feet, probably 8 feet. No, maybe it was 9. And the problem is that it's too low. It's still too low. So maybe it was 8 feet. No, because I'm 6 feet. No, it had to be 9 feet. And the rim was super. I mean, man, you would bang your wrist on it and it would, oh man, it was not a safe environment, man. So it's like you have to kind of get used to it. It was an old school rim in terms of like bolted on and super thick. So man, that thing hurt when you dunked it. Oh, it hurt. And I wonder with these breakaways and thinner rims, It must be way more comfortable. Plus, they have bigger hands. NBA guys. JP got a tech? Man. Still no. Oh, did Wiseman check in? Oh, I gotta see what just happened. I think he just scored. Let me go back. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, he came in on the free throw. I'm gonna be a little slow on the G League one. Yeah, maybe that was nothing. I'll just wait till the commercial next time out. All right. Wiseman tries to box out, gets a hand on it, but the other team gets it, and they score. And one? Oh, man, that's embarrassing. Oh, Wise. Honestly, he just needs to play. He just needs some reps. Yeah, he fouled him. Jumped too early. I don't know what to do about Wise, man. It's like, I feel bad for him because of the well, Steve brought it up in the pregame. Wiseman's been mired in, he came out during the pandemic. So that screwed him up as well. Oh, now they're going to call 3 seconds on him. Whew, tough stretch. But I don't think they even looked at him. I think that's part of the problem, as I've said before, that they just don't look for him. Right there, he's got his arms up like, hey, pass me the ball, yo. But I think that was Daryl Hannes. He's barely ever going to pass that ball to him, They just don't have the personnel. Yeah, he was doubled by that Ja'Cory. No, that was Dusty Hannes. Did I say Daryl Hannes? Dusty Hannes could have passed the ball when he was double teamed by their big. Wise was wide open. Instead, Wiseman gets called for the turnover because it's a 3-second in the key violation on Wiseman. That sucks for him. Meanwhile, Big Squad's now down 32 in New Orleans. Oh my gosh. Soon to be 34 if BI makes both of these. It's a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk for New Orleans. All right, Wiseman, show me something at this ridiculous third deck angle. Hey, you got a rebound. And then he almost threw it away. But he got a rebound. That's what matters. Yeah, you had good timing on that one. Like every single rebound. Was it good timing? Oh, Dusty Hannes may have thrown it behind James. I'm not sure if that was James's fault on the alley-oop. Let me rewind it. He just missed it. That's catchable. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's hope nobody else is watching this. James. Golly. Runner in the paint is good. Oh, just run up and down the floor, man. Just get it out your system. Just run up and down and just get it out your system. You just need to play. Need to play with some refs and an opponent that actually wants to win the game against you. And let's get through this development phase. Oh, was that? Oh, man, I just missed it. Wiseman was involved in a disruption, but I'm not quite sure what happened. Let's see. A little late again. Wiseman's a little late. The guard will get to the line. Oh, I just hope Wiseman's healthy at this point. So back in New Orleans, Moody got fouled, landing space foul. We're down 24, 34. God, we're down 34. I'm going to do my best not to look at any Niners tweets. Maybe watch it later. Yay, Wiseman made a bucket. Yeah, rejoice. Little jumper, 15-foot jumper. waiting for a timeout so I can catch up. I'm a minute behind on the G League stream. Let's see. Oh, he got duped. And then he gets a block. So what happened was he totally got duped by the guard. The big man had a chance to score on him, but he dropped the ball. So then their big man picks it up and Wiseman swats that one. And meanwhile, somebody just hit a 3 for the Warriors. Santa Cruz. Air ball. Wiseman runs the floor now. Oh, he's wide open there. They didn't feed it to him. God, I don't know if I can stomach any more non-passes to Wiseman anymore. Let's see. New Orleans, they miss a layup. Here comes Ryan Rollins down to JK. Shoot that. Nope. Front rimmed it. Oh, Lamb just got a block in some AAU sloppiness. It's a 30-point game, Bob. It's a 30-point game, Kalena. Honestly, like, what do you want him to do? Like, he's wide open for 3. Kuminga was. I don't get it. I don't agree, man. And I know I may have missed the last 3 JK missed threes, but like, who really cares? If he's open, that's your job. We're going to need you to hit that in, 3 years from now. Oh, Guy Santos with the block. Oh, they did a on the backboard assist. Nice one by Moore, I think his name is. It's too bad it wasn't a dunk, though. Wiseman just caught it normal and put the ball in. Pretty creative, though, to finish the play. Somewhat one-on-one traffic by the guard. Wow, where did everybody go in that one? Where's Wiseman? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there he is. I don't know what happened. All right. High post for Wiseman. Jab step. Oh, he's going to get called for the charge because he tried to spin into a guy, and I think the elbow went right into the guy's face. And then are they going to call a T here? Because the whole Salt Lake team is clapping as if maybe it's just a regular timeout. So now that gives me a chance to catch up over there. Anyways, back in New Orleans, Ty Jerome layup, 35 seconds to go. Scorekeeper screws up the time because you're supposed to stop the clock after made bucket. So they change it to 35.4, give it 0.4 more seconds in New Orleans. And one more quarter, and that one will be mercifully done. So Moody is guarding the point guard, who I'm not going to look up right now because I'm in super lazy mode. Oh, Najee Marshall. I knew that. Devontae Graham, bad pass to Larry Nance. But it goes out on Lamb, and we got 17 seconds to go with 5 on the shot clock. Back in Salt Lake, Wiseman has come out of the game. Trevion Williams in there with 1:41 to go in the half. And their center promptly gets a dunk over Guy Santos. Larry Nance for 3 with 14 or 2 on the shot clock. Air ball. Let's go, Ty. 10 seconds. Down 32. 6 seconds. You got to go, Ty Jerome. 3 seconds. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yeah. The Warriors brand is getting embarrassed tonight in 2 cities simultaneously. 97-65, end of Q3. Ouch. Let's see. I'm watching Warriors second unit versus. I'm just feeling sorry. I mean, you can't judge this game on anything. It's not like, do we sub 5 guys out and then 5 guys in on the main squad when everybody's healthy? No. So why worry about that? Don't worry about what's happening in New Orleans. Don't worry about that. Let's go Warriors. See you later, Blasian. Do not spoil the Niners game, Roland, even though I know somehow I'm going to get spoiled. I just know I am. Okay. Why are the Warriors allowing themselves? Because they want to rest. They want to rest Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Wiggs. That's why. Really? You needed me to tell you that. Let's see. Wise, is he playing? Wise, where are you? Nope, Trevion's in there. Go watch my video, Call Jay. The bench was not that bad yesterday. Wasn't. You need to go watch the video. They had the bad stretch in the second quarter, and that was it. So you do that by going to youtube.com. Let's go Warriors. And it's right here. Copy link. Watch the video. Our bench played pretty well last night. Dante showed off some skills. Let's see. I mean, JP did some good things on defense. That swipe, he's doing that swipe from behind. It's working. They're not calling a foul on that one. And JaMychal was great. He was doing the tiki-taka of Barcelona. Learn something from my YouTube. Ooh, JK pulls up. No. This is a good video to watch in terms of JK's development. I kind of like that pull-up jumper. 3 for Devontae Graham. These guys are, when you're playing a regular squad, they're typically too good to just lunge out on a closeout and hope they miss. They're not going to miss. Halftime at Salt Lake. Let's check the box score over there in Salt Lake. Wiseman, 11 points, surprising. 3 fouls, 5 rebounds, 5 for 8. Not bad. Baldwin is in there. Swing over to Lamb. Missed the 3. Lamb is regressing back to the mean. But you kind of expected that. But that also means that he was doing well. Shooting, nearly 50% or at or around 50% from 3 during the first couple weeks of the season. Oh, the Warriors have 15 back-to-backs. Patrick Baldwin, catch and shoot, no good. I love his stroke. Oh, it's so pure. I want to do a video just showing that. But it's going to be hard to find time to do a video considering that I'm doing a video per game, unless we have more of these back-to-backs. But then I'm probably going to do a video on Wiseman tonight. Maybe I'll just take the night off because I got 2 more nights coming. Tomorrow night, Wiseman again. Oh, I had 49 clips. Maybe I'll save it for... Yeah, I'll probably have to... Yeah, just do one gigantic Wiseman video. Plus, it'll give me time to see how the views are doing for the breakdown videos. Kuminga for 3. What'd I tell you, man? Keep shooting. I told you. And he made it. Come on, Fitz. Don't be so hard on JK. Just kidding. I don't have much else to talk about right now. So I'm just making up stuff as I go. Oh, Salt Lake dance team performing to almost nobody out in Salt Lake. There's hardly anybody there watching them dance. All right. Down, what is that? 39. Wow. Alvarado, Graham, 3, no good. JV put back. We're too small. He's gobbling up people down low. Man, zoom out a little bit so I can see the choreography of the dance. That makes no sense. It's a triple for JK. Oh shit. I don't know who that was on. Let's see. I'm trying to replay that 3. Was it JK? Yeah, it was JK. Cool. Yay, PBJ. First NBA bucket. Whoa! Way to go. PBJ. PBJ power. Turnover. PBJ. Run the floor. Lamb. Finds Lamb. Wide open. Back to PBJ. Good pass. We got 4 on 3 if we hurry and shoot. JK in and out. That's too bad. You would have hoped for more from a 4 on 3. 753, 752, 751 from New Orleans. And meanwhile, from Salt Lake, it's nothing. It's halftime. Devontae Graham. He's pretty good. I remember when he was doing stuff for, I forgot what team. JK over to Moody, right corner. Nope. Man, he's having trouble with those. Oh, no. We got beat on a touchdown pass. Timeout, Steve. 114.73. 114.73 Q4. What? Give me a time, NBC. $7.22. Third Pelicans backup center is the Eurobasket Finals MVP. Wow. Who is that? Let me look it up. See, that's what I like, man. I like to learn stuff. So I appreciate comments like that. Hernan Gomez? I believe that. Hernan Gomez can ball. I know that. Yep. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Yep. That's what we're about. That 9-man rotation, aren't we? Yep. I mean, you look at the tape from Houston and New York. I mean, there's nothing really to not like about Dante. Dante's a tough player. JaMychal, we know he had a rough outing a few games ago, missing a ton of layups. But then I'm pretty sure it's in the, I mean, I know for sure it was in yesterday night's video. But in yesterday night's breakdown, man, he was dunk after dunk after dunk, slipping the screen, beautiful stuff. And that's looking good. I did criticize the defense a little bit. It looked like maybe there were some communication issues on the back line. So on the back line, there seemed to be some confusion sometimes. So, but that's to be expected when you have a kind of a new middle linebacker for your defense. And I think that's all we really need to have click. All we really need to have click is Dante. So basically you have JP off the bench, Dante, JaMychal, and Anthony Lamb. I think the only real goal out of that, it would be nice if JK can take Anthony Lamb's spot. I'm going to just say that, right? If JK can take Anthony Lamb's spot, then that really makes us a more dynamic team. Much more interesting team. If JK can take Lamb's spot, and that's no knock on Lamb. That's what we want by April. 10th spot, maybe Moody. Oh, pure PBJ shot. Oh. Down 30. Way to go, PBJ. PB. Can you believe there's no, you know what I have a problem with? Emojis. There's no orange cone emoji and there's no peanut butter and jelly emoji. Come on. Come on. Those are like staples of American society. WTF, man. Oh, then we give it away. Was that a turnover on Rollins? Because I wasn't paying attention. Because if it was, I ain't surprised. Let's see. Because the other night in Santa Cruz, I saw a good many turnovers on. That was either PBJ or Ryan Rollins. I don't know. Not going to dissect that one. Meanwhile, in Salt Lake, it's still halftime. Okay, New Orleans shoots a 3, no good. PBJ rebound, over to Moody, over to JK right side. Got Lamb. Oh, PBJ. Oh, no good. Oh, you can shoot that anytime, my man. Youngster. JK with the block. He finds Rollins in the corner. No good. PBJ knocks it back out. Nope. Goes straight to Graham. Sorry. Number 41 for 3. Who the hell is that? Oh, is that Marshall? No, I can't remember. 41 is Garrett Temple. Missed the 3. Either Moody or JK was that. Let's see. 1 for 5. Kuminga's 4 for 10 on threes. Wow. Kuminga got 10 threes off. Wow. Kuminga for 3. Got it. Is that makes it, he was 3 for 9. That makes it 4 for 10, I bet. Approaching 4 minutes, 4:05, 4:04, 4:03, 4:02. And Dyson Daniels down low. No call on the possible charge on Hernan Gomez. And JK brings it up. Lamb back out to PBJ. Ah, he missed it. Oh, man. I like that stroke, though, but dang, he missed it. What is he? 2 for 5, 1 for 4. Damn. Hernan Gomez. JK fouled Devontae Graham, but, you know, Graham's good at getting those. Let's see where Devontae Graham has been. Devontae Graham. He has been with Charlotte. I knew that. Timeout, 118.79, 333. 118.79, 333. Oh, gosh. Do I need to explain this? Raphael. I guess I'll explain it. I've been saying this every single live stream, but anyway. The blueprint that Joe Lacob created is you have, again, and if you, I should just make this a requirement to be on our channel. Salary cap table. Steph, Clay, Andrew, Draymond. These four are massive salaries. So the rest of these are all our own guys, or you have a veteran minimum, our own guys, meaning we drafted them, or veteran minimum, or mid-level exception free agent. That is the formula. Do you understand? Okay, so Joe's formula: 4 main guys, draft picks. And JP falls under both, so maybe it's 5 main guys, right? Draft picks, veteran minimums, and MLE. Do you understand? We underestimated those guys. Now that tells me you don't get it. Like, you have to look at this salary cap table that's on the screen right now. Memorize. My calculus teacher used to go, memorize. But would JTA accept vet minimum? Didn't he get a 2-year deal? So he got 2 years from LA. Oops, not Clippers, Lakers. Let's go to the Lakers. No, it's a 1-year deal. He decided to go to the Lakers. I'm sure we offered him the same thing, veteran minimum. So it's up to JTA to go and it's up to JTA to go to LA and try to increase his worth. So according to this salary cap table, it's a 1-year deal. JTA minimum. I think JTA picked the Lakers because he looked at our roster and he said, well, I'm probably not going to play much because they probably want to develop, JK over me. We play the same position. So I'm probably getting more playing time with the Lakers. So comparing those two, I'm going to go pick the Lakers. Plus, I got Rich Paul as my agent, and he's probably offering me something that I didn't think of. All right, back in Salt Lake, we got Wiseman running down the floor, and I missed the first minute. So let's see what happened at Wiseman right there. Nothing. Just Jerome Robinson making a bucket. And then, as you know, GP2 and Otto are getting multiple year deals. Actually, I should say vet minimums at 1 year only. That's the formula. Part of Joe's formula. So if you're getting a deal that's more than 1 year, Joe cannot take that risk. Can't take that risk. We got to just go year to year. Especially for a guy like GP2 and Otto, in terms of especially GP2, who's making more than the veterans minimum. And I think Toronto, Did Toronto give Otto a little extra? Let's look at Toronto. Otto Porter, where are you? Step up to the plate. Yeah, player option at $6 million, which is a little bit more than veterans minimum. They had to dip into the mid-level, which we would have dipped into as well, but we're just not going to do 2 years. We're just not, especially for a guy who's got that chronic foot injury. And by the way, how many games has he played for Toronto, right? So you try and find a veteran minimum guy, and that's just the formula. We got to go year by year, because if you lock yourself in to mid-level, it better be for someone that that you're sure will fit the bill right. And looked like it was Dante. Gave him a little MLE slush fund action. And as far as Otto, I just don't know if he fit the formula that Joe set forth. Now, can Joe change that a little bit? Maybe, but that's done with. He had his formula. Otto didn't fit the formula. GP2 didn't fit the formula, because the formula for this summer was what it was, and knowing in the back of your mind that you're probably going to extend JP and Wiggins, who happen to be on the screen right now as I say that. So I can kind of understand where Joe's coming from to have that blueprint set forth, and that blueprint cannot include GP2 and it can't include Otto based on the terms of that blueprint, which is it, like, he hasn't publicly stated it, but it's pretty obvious that was his strategy. Like, I'm about to pay Wiggins and Poole. It will be on an extension basis, but we are, already, what was it, 380 million salary, luxury taxes and penalties. Just as a general rule, we are not going to pay for veterans that are more than veteran minimums, and maybe a little bit of the mid-level. So mathematically, those guys didn't fit. And it's easy to look at those things. Hindsight's 2020 right now, but then now you're saying to go back in time and change the blueprint of summer 2022. And that just wasn't the blueprint. Now, you can't, again, when you complain about Belly left under his own volition. So for you to be mad about that shows me that you don't really understand what happened. So it kind of makes you look bad. So if anytime you enter a room, if you enter our channel and you start criticizing left and right, that's a huge tell. Like, we just kind of don't do that around here, because there are reasons for things. So I gave you the reasons, and you can't be mad that we don't have Belly. That one is ridiculous, because Belly left, and what he figured out was, I just won an NBA championship. That's my dream. And now I get to choose between trying to do that again, and I'm probably not playing a whole lot, or I go play for my team back in Turkey and I'm the man again. Go be the man. Go be the man. You can't be mad at that. Yeah, Bielitsa's 34, decided to go play in his home country. So why be outraged at our bench? We lost some guys. What did you want me to do? I'm Bob Myers. What did you want me to do? I tried getting some guys. I mean, yeah, maybe should have got Dwight Howard. Who knows? But as of today, we gotta go with who we have and give it a try. JaMychal at the 5, give it a try. We tried Wiseman as a direct backup for Looney. Didn't work out too well, but I don't think it was his fault. We were just losing games. He was only playing 9 minutes a game. So due to a myriad of other reasons, we lost those games, and now we're in a position where we have to win games where we're full strength, aside from games like tonight where you have to look after the long-term health of your superstars. But other than that, now you put yourself in a hole on that 0-5 road trip. And yeah, hindsight's 2020. You look back and you wish you weren't 0-5 on the road trip. Bob will be the first one to tell you that. And you go, what could we have done to not go 0-5? But honestly, it was just play better. And I think a lot of it was the attitude, just having championship hangover, Jordan Poole maybe having extension hangover, and not taking the road trip seriously. Like, we weren't on the road facing the Nets, Sixers, Celtics, and Milwaukee. Like, that would have gotten our attention, and our main guys wouldn't have come out there and go, oh, we're in Detroit, yeah, they'll, we'll mess around, they'll make a few threes, but we'll catch up. Whoops, we didn't catch up, we lost the game. Same thing happened in Charlotte. Miami, we got up for, barely lost the game, had the high five by Bill Kennedy. We haven't high five tonight. Cost us the game there. Didn't get the 3 free throws for Steph that would have tied the game, with like a minute left, whatever. And then we go to Orlando, think it's going to be a cakewalk, and it's not. And so all of a sudden, and then New Orleans, that one, obviously that's a scheduled loss with the back-to-back. So you lose those 3 games to Detroit, Charlotte, and Orlando. Everybody was responsible for those 3 losses. Actually, I would say Wiseman was not responsible for those 3 losses. It was both the starters, everybody other than Dante. Dante wasn't there. So we're mixing and matching. We had to throw, Anthony Lamb in there. We didn't figure out he could play until it was like emergency mode. So now you're in a hole. So now you come home from that road trip. I mean, if we didn't have that road trip, and didn't have a back-to-back on the road trip, maybe we pull one game out of there and things aren't as bad. So I think it's just overblown. Let's get to 20 games. Let's get to, really, I think it's 35, 40 games to get the rhythm. And by then you can really tell what's wrong with your team and what are you going to do. And even then, like I said, I just don't know who would want Wiseman out there. At $12 million, you've got to have a couple of veterans that are not working out for you. So I don't know. So someone make more suggestions than just trading. Get me some names. I want to hear names. These veterans that you can plug and play, so-called. Even Dwight. How long would it take Dwight to learn all the plays and to not be the same as Wiseman would have been out there? You got to keep moving. So I don't know. It's not like Dwight is automatically the answer. You can't plug him in that easy like it's NBA 2K. There's there's a little bit of human element involved. But, by January, really, I'm looking, 1st of January, we should have a pretty good idea. And even last year, we didn't have a good idea of what we had. Clay didn't even play until January 9th. So when's the real barometer? You take a look in January and you try and make some guesses, but even then you might not know, because we didn't know. We thought the ship was going to sink with Draymond out. Lost 9 of 11 games and started sinking in the standings. And every season's different, though, and you just got to enjoy the process. You just have to deal with it. You can't always just go, we need a trade. We got to trade. Well, how about let the team gel first and see what we got? Play better. It doesn't always have to be that knee-jerk response of, we got to trade. Got to just trade somebody. That's the part that is that kind of, for me, ruins my experience, because then everything is just trade. The whole player development side, the whole gelling of a team, like it's just, if you spend enough time around basketball, that a team has to spend some time together and do practicing and let guys get better. And it takes time. It's not like you take a snapshot every day of a guy and that's who he is, like you would in a video game. So in real life, it's so much different than a video game. Yep, Wiseman is on the bench right now. So you're complaining that he should have stayed? It's just, man, I'm not living in the past. I'm not living in the past, man. There's nothing like the generous present moment. You got to understand that. If you're always addicted to the past, you're never going to be happy. That's the true meaning of life, people. You're frustrated by JP. I mean, what, tonight? Go watch my video from yesterday. Go watch my video from yesterday. You'll be much, much more pleased in the proper context with JP. Oh gosh, I love it when I just talked about everything. So you come on here, never seen you comment before, and you just say, "Oh, everything's bad. Whole organization sucks because we just lost the scheduled loss in New Orleans." Oh my God, I just spent like 15 minutes talking about that. I know that's bad timing, but oh well, just rewind. Just go back 10 minutes. The timestamp is in the description. If you want to be outraged all the time, if you want to complain, if you want to have negative vibes, this is not the platform for you. Go to Twitter and say those things. You will get 50 likes. You will think your life is great. You will think that you've got it all figured out about the Warriors. You can all just have that community misery. That's not what we do here. We're here to understand things from an informational perspective Everything is as factual as I can make it because I'm a journalist and I'm dedicated to, I'm dedicated to not being on Twitter because Twitter is the cesspool of misinformation. And I don't want this channel to be the same as Twitter. So don't do Twitter things here. That's not the goal here. And if you would just learn how to have more gratitude about your franchise, your coaches, your administration, you would see that it's the best run administration on the planet in terms of basketball. So I disagree. Yep. 2 games under 500, and we haven't even yet hit the 20 mark. You just got to trust at some point. What's it going to take for you to trust this organization? What else do they have to do for you? We should rank number 1 on the list of 30 teams, 30 ownership groups and management teams that you should trust and coaching staffs. Shouldn't we rank number 1? That's going to be my new thing now. I'm glad you brought it up. Sometimes you learn a new, what do you call it? Mantra. You learn a new mantra through the other types of when people try to poke holes. You learn other ways of explaining things. If we're the number 1 trustable organization in the NBA, then shouldn't you just trust the Warriors, Joe, Bob, and Steve? I mean, who else? What other franchise out there can you trust? Who are they? Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and Darvin Ham? No. I mean, what's it going to take? What's it going to take for a franchise to earn your trust? Oh, you know what it is? You're an outraged person in general. I mean, that's got to be it. There's no other explanation. You have negative things in your life. Everybody does. And what you do is you transfer that negative energy from here to somewhere else because you think that solves the core root cause of that thing that's happening that's causing the negative energy. So then you transfer it onto Twitter, which encourages you to do that, or you transfer it to this channel and you think you feel better about that. So you say things, you judge, you say, oh, the Warriors are stupid. Oh, JP's a ball hog. Oh, all these negative things. But it doesn't do anything because the original negative energy is there. In fact, it's probably a lost cause for me to come up with all these factual type things to try and make you think differently. If you're already on the other side of the fence, it's unlikely you'll get through that, because when you're in a negative state, you're not in a state of learning. You're not in a state of creativity. You don't have the time to consider all this information and process all this information. You're already pissed off about something going on in your life, and it's putting you in fight or flight mode. I mean, it's not like you've got a tiger lurking in the backyard type of fight or flight, but it's like maybe something's happening at work where you got in a fight with, an argument with your boss, or that happens every day, right? So you've got this tension, and you've got all your hormones of stress going on there. You've got all your fight or flight instincts, like it's just there, and you don't know how to get rid of it. Well, you're probably not going to have a moment where you go, oh, man, four titles in 8 years. That's actually pretty good. I'm actually pretty grateful about that. And then you kind of enter that state, as if it were Christmas, as if it were Thanksgiving, or as if it were your birthday. Why can't everybody have a good day like that all the time? So then you're stuck in that mode. So then it's hard to really get out of it and really, be on the fence towards negativity and positivity. You're just in that state. And so anything I say is really hard to get through to you. And it's tough. I get it. But the simplest way I can say it is that I didn't create the channel to be a copy of Twitter. So Twitter is for people who are under stress and outraged about something, generally negative about something's bothering them in their lives, and they release it on Twitter. I don't want this place to be that, because there's some of us out there in the world that are not always like that, and we just have a different life, and we'd like to go to a place where it's protected from that, because there's so fewer places to go where we can really have an open discussion about everything that's happening to the Warriors, and we can always go back to that gratitude where it's like, man, remember when Chris Cohan owned the Warriors, and it was just like we didn't even have any talent on the roster, let alone the ability to trade them. Our best player was freaking Derek Fisher, and we've paid him a fat salary, thereby locking down a whole chunk of the salary cap to him, and we were handcuffed. There was no way out of it, and it would just be, and then again you would have to find humor to get out of that situation, which was the basis of Golden State of Mind, one of the original Warriors blogs that I used to write for. And so where's this place where we can go to get away from all the stresses of life, from all the negativity, from all the throwing of Warriors people under the bus every time we lose? Where can we go to just kind of just have generally reasonable thinking people who are open to suggestion? Where can we go? It's right here. So let's go Warriors. Steve Kerr at the podium. Pull that up. Okay. Steve just blamed himself again. Okay, so I'm going to have the Steve Kerr audio. Steve Kerr post-game audio now on. Here we go.
Was and on our own.
On taking care of the basketball and rebounds. Both they came up short on.
Season high on turnovers. Let's hear it from Steve Kerr.
I think trying too hard to create on our own, and instead of just trusting the simple pass. I thought the effort was there, but we didn't execute very well, and a lot of that is on me. I've got to continue to work with these guys and do a better job of teaching execution. And getting our guys to understand the value of the ball. It's just, something that was a big problem tonight. They scored 31 points off those turnovers, and it seemed like every time in the first half we would, kind of start to build a little momentum, we'd have another turnover. So something we got to improve upon for sure.
Is this second unit still looking for its identity?
Is what?
Is this second unit still looking for its identity?
Well, tonight was I don't think was a great look at any unit. I think it was just, a whole bunch of young guys getting a chance to play. But when you talk about second unit, that unit is going to include a combination of, Wiggs or Loon or Draymond, Clay. So at no point tonight did we ever get a look at a unit. This was just a night for the young guys to get a chance to play. And, it was a tough night. They played really well. New Orleans played really well. And so it was a struggle for our group.
Are there any positives you can take away from this game in terms of individual performance?
Yeah, experience. We've got a whole bunch of guys who, you go down the list, they need reps. They need basketball experience, it's got to get every practice. It's all important. And, what I found early in my playing career is, it takes a couple of years to really get comfortable on an NBA floor, unless you're LeBron or someone like that. It definitely takes a couple of years. And so we have to be patient. And like I said, I have to do a better job of coaching them. But we're going to keep working with them. And I have great faith that these guys are good players and they're going to continue to improve.
What about Patrick and Ryan back from their latest G League assignment? Have you seen some carryover from what they've been doing at Santa Cruz to now back to the club? They
just need reps. You could see it. The game is happening pretty quickly out there. And, so when the game's going fast, that tends to mean a lot of mistakes. And so the 28 turnovers was a sign of that. So the only remedy for that is experience. Our guys just need to play. They need reps. They need to play. And eventually they'll get there.
Kevon was a game time decision, wound up starting to play about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't return for the rest of the game. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. We were going to play him short minutes tonight. He's been playing heavy minutes, and he wanted to play. We felt like we should give him a chance to play, and if the game called for it, to give him more minutes. But it never felt like we were in the game, and I didn't want to risk him getting hurt.
Kind of looking at the rest of this week, what's ahead for this team?
I'm sorry?
Kind of looking at the rest of this week, what's ahead for this team?
Well, we fly home tomorrow. We got a game right away Wednesday against the Clippers, so we've got to get ready for the next one.
Steve, for postgame.
Okay. I think we'll get JK Moded Moosey. Maybe Anthony Lamb. They can't get Looney will get the duck out of the post game after a loss. He's always called upon for that. Lucky Looney. Let me get rid of that responsibility for tonight. Good for him. G League wise, I need to you got Wiseman down there. Utah or Salt Lake just hit a 3. It's 10 minutes to go. Wiseman's in there. Let me upload this video first, though. Thanks for giving us updates on Wiseman. If you guys are watching Wiseman, I am unable to do that for the next 2 minutes, but I'll try my best. Okay, I'm back to action, looking at Wiseman. Wow, where would the Santa Cruz Warriors be without Jerome Robinson? You always need a guy that probably isn't going to get the call up, but you need a guy that can be consistent and keep your G League team always a threat to score. And that's Jerome Robinson's role. Nope. Wiseman didn't get back there. That was odd. He just kind of hung out over there. Now they call timeout. Let's see. That was a weird play. I'm going to go back to this play. Man, I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to be able to handle this third deck view all game long. But yeah, let me look at that one more time. 24-36. Okay. So they get a dunk pretty much unmolested. Like nobody even touched the guy. And Wiseman ran into the little guy, and his guy's the big guy anyways. All right. Oh, well, you always got to call timeout when they score an easy bucket like that. It's hard not to just cut that off and call timeout. Okay, here's now we have Kerr pregame on Wiseman audio. Why did I close that? I should not have closed that. I'm sorry. Let's go here because it's pretty much the same Steve Kerr on there talking right now, and we're gonna pull up.
Brought to you by
We're gonna pull up some Wiseman stuff, which we did hear in the pregame. I had that for us, but it was on audio only.
On Saturday, the rookies got the call up. James Wiseman did not. And this was something that Steve Kerr addressed pregame. Here's why.
We felt it was really important for him to get a really good stretch in Santa Cruz of practicing, and the practice is the big thing. When you get individualized attention, like the guys do in the G League, it's easier to make more progress, I think, rather than the stops and starts that happen during the NBA season when you're not in the rotation.
And how much of it do you think is mental for him?
I just think it's all part of natural evolution of a young player who doesn't have much experience, who happened to come into the league as a pandemic started and then missed a year and a half with an injury. It's that's it. That's bottom line. Every player needs a foundation, but when you have a guy who missed all of that time because of the circumstances and hasn't been able to really build that foundation, you have to try to do the right thing to help him get going. And this is what we're thinking.
All right, a decision.
Okay, so Monty Poole is wondering why they didn't call up Wiseman, and Steve gave the explanation right there, saying that when you practice with a team, it's a lot better to develop a guy rather than just throw him into an NBA game. So I think there's a little bit of confidence involved there. I think if the worst thing that could have happened is probably that Wiseman gets called up. He's embarrassed by JV tonight, the center for the Pelicans, and there's just more visible social media outrage on him. And that's the last thing you need right now. You want to kind of stash him away in the G League for a little bit. Right now we're going to go to PBJ. He's about to hit the podium. And so we'll have the audio of PBJ. Let's see here. Okay, so now let's go here. Next, PBJ now at the podium. We will run the audio. Okay. Let me throw PBJ up on here. Old TV style. Thanks for your patience. I cannot stream the interviews because we were demonetized by YouTube with the algorithm on certain ones, and it's hard to tell. They don't probably care. They probably don't care about this one, but I don't want to take my chances.
It was just about reps. Patrick Baldwin Jr., 16 minutes in this one. Also had his first NBA points. Let's hear from PBJ.
I just think collectively as, just young players trying to figure out in the league, we've got to figure out how to compete, even when the odds may be stacked against us. I think we did that well at some points tonight, but I think tonight was just about competing in heart, and that's really what I took away from this game.
What would you say was the root? You guys had 24 turnovers tonight. What would you say was the root for those turnovers?
I'm really not too sure. I think we played hard, and I think we were looking for each other sometimes to a fault, and that could lead to turnovers, obviously. And, we're still trying to figure each other out as young people, young players. So whenever, you're throwing together a bunch of lineups and they may not have had a lot of experience with each other, that can happen, but it's unacceptable. And moving forward, we got to fix it.
Obviously, the score is what you wanted to do tonight, but you just spent a lot of time down in Santa Cruz. Do you feel some carryover from the G League back to the NBA court?
Yeah, I can only speak on myself personally for that. Coming from college, I only played about 10, 11 games, and really my career is still, pretty fresh. I only played 5 preseason games and only appeared in 3 regular season games. So, the G was about getting my feet wet and getting comfortable with NBA concepts, NBA speed and physicality. And, I think for me personally, some of that did carry over. And, tonight.
What is your schedule like in Santa Cruz compared to
Yeah, it's very similar. I think the only big difference is times when we do it. But, I get my treatment. In the morning, we'll have practice, we'll have film. I'll do, breakdowns with my coaches, and then we'll get our shots up, and then, we'll talk about it the next day. It's very similar, how they run it down there versus up here. And, I think it makes it easier for a lot of young guys just to kind of seamlessly transition back and forth.
Something I've always been a little curious about, what kind of is the timeline for when you find out you're going back down to Santa Cruz and when you get there, coming back? How quickly is that process?
I think a lot of it is very fluid, especially right now when we're, trying to figure out, specifically more so me and Ryan and how our season's going to go. And, I think me and Ryan have done a great job of just keeping our head down and working and, taking advantage of every opportunity we have to step in the court, and, eventually it'll pay off.
Spend so much time with Ryan. What ways has those relationships evolved?
Yeah, in many ways we're forced to be together, so we might as well, get to know each other a little bit. But, we talked about this, a little bit in Japan, but, just great guy to take the floor with. And, competitor. You see him in an NBA game picking up guys 94 feet and trying to turn them and really competing defensively. So, just seeing him like that, the way he plays night in, night out, regardless of the score, it's very awesome to see a guy that's very secure with what he does and brings it every night.
Obviously down in Santa Cruz, you got to spend some time with James. How would you assess, what he's going through and kind of his process right now?
Yeah. In my eyes, he looked great. 19-11. I know obviously the score wasn't what we wanted to, accomplish down there, but I think he knows what he has to do, and he's taking the challenge head on, and I think he's doing a great job. And from my eyes, I don't really have any complaints or negative assessments of what he's doing. He's been great.
Patrick Baldwin Jr. turned 20 on November 8th.
PBJ, man. Wow. Sounds more mature than his age, doesn't he? Very Moses Moody-ish. Coach's son. Good stuff, man. All right, so I've got to do some work here. We got to do some post-game. Let's see. Whoops. Hold on. Whoops. Okay. And we got Steve Kerr post game. And let me check something else. Okay. Let's see. What's a good quote from Steve? So let me get out of here. Go here. Let's put our channel on right there. Yeah, this was good. I don't trying to rest guys, but you're upset about it. Yeah, I'd almost say don't ask them. I just explained everything and more negativity shows up. That's why I appreciate you, Nicole. Come on here and just try to add some positivity to a normally looking negative situation. Let's see. Second unit. Second unit didn't include any combination of Clay, Wiggins, Draymond. So we had Looney rest, and we also had PBJ reps. Cool. To play this. PBJ. Dang, where's my Ryan Rollins? I don't have a Ryan Rollins playlist. Oh, well. Hmm. 344. Yeah, I think I'm going to combine all those into one. Oh, yeah, I just talked about that before. Oh, great. I didn't want to get spoiled, but 38-10 Niners. Yeah, serious conversation. Yeah, what I figured out while I was trying to calm somebody else down in the comments is that it doesn't make sense to trade any of the young guys other than Wiseman, right? Because what you're going to trade? Who's going to want PBJ or Rollins? First of all, what are you going to get back for them? Secondly, if you're talking about Moody or Kuminga, then you're talking, okay, mortgage our future because we need that stability to have to avoid a 5-year rebuild. We just have to have that bridge, and Moody and Kuminga have shown signs where they can be a key pillars of that bridge to the future. I don't think anybody wants to do a 5-year rebuild, right? So then why would you send Moody or Kuminga away for a veteran back? So now you look at Wiseman. So the only trade you can really do is Wiseman. So what can you get back for a Wiseman? So people need to start giving me a list of names that make sense. So if you're going to trade somebody, then let it make sense in terms of who we're going to get back. Like if you're going to say, oh, we got to look at making some changes on the roster. Well, who are we going to get back? And it doesn't look like we want to send away Moody and Kuminga because we want to avoid that 5-year rebuild. So then it seems like Wiseman. So then who would it be? And I don't think Gary Payton II is a realistic scenario, because then Portland would be giving up on their $27 million guy in a span of, there hasn't even been 4 months played of the season, and they expect Gary Payton to be on the team for at least 2 years, probably 3. So that one doesn't make sense. So then who's left? And I just don't know that there's any team out there that would want Wiseman right now. They're looking at the same tape we're looking at. They're looking at the same G League games we're looking at, which, by the way, I should be looking at right now, honestly, to see how Wiseman's doing out there. Let's see. I don't know. Is anybody watching? Caught anything in the last few minutes? So there we go again. Need to trade first rounders. I saw that much with the all caps. Don't understand the all caps. Oh, we got a fast break. Oh, that's a take foul that they did. Need to trade first rounders. We need a veteran like Cousins, Brooks, Payton, Crowder. Golly, man. You have to get something in a trade. Yeah. JaMychal Green is Wood? No. He even had dunks tonight, so that's false. Oh, man. Levi, you don't have a plan, do you? There isn't that big of a list. You could Google it. There's there's writers out there that have made lists of available players in free agency, and you can look on salary cap tables of 29 other teams, suggest something. Otherwise, I can't take you seriously. One, the all caps, and two, what you say in the all caps. It's you're screaming and yelling, and I'm sitting here going like, I want an open discussion of what is actually realistic out there, and you are yelling in my face, complaining. It doesn't seem like we are a match for engaging in erudite Warriors discussion. Am I wrong? Prove it to me. All right, we got 3.5 to go in the Santa Cruz Warriors game. And Santa Cruz is up. I think Salt Lake just made a turnover. Yep. Let's see how Wiseman does in these last 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Wiseman, jumper no good, but it's a foul. Yeah, Ja'Cory McLaughlin charge. Would have been a jumper for Wiseman, but he missed the jumper, so that won't count on the box score for Wiseman. But that was a miss. And we'll just wait and see who else we got on the podium here. But at least it was good to see the Niners dominate. I mean, people were expecting us to score 38 now that we have CMC. But it wasn't going to be realistic that I wouldn't get spoiled on that throughout. Ryan Rollins at the podium. Oh, stop watching. Trevion Williams in for James. And I was waiting for Ryan Rollins, but he never showed up on the last one. All right, we'll see who else comes up on the podium, and then this game will be over. Let's check the box score. Wiseman with 15 points, 11 rebounds. Some good stats, 7 for 10 on field goals. So pretty efficient. But he had 5 turnovers. Wonder what that was about. 2 block shots. And this game will end with him on the bench and Trevion Williams out there. Warriors should win this. They're up 12 with 1:53 to go. So we can go to the box score here of G League, I mean. This is the old one. GLeague.com. It's been having trouble all day. I literally can't get out of this. Can't get out of this tab. Strange. I know, right, Bruce? Just like, wow. It's too much. I want to check ESPN to see if I can watch a replay of the Niner game. Click for playback options. Watch live. Oh, it's still going on? Schedule and replays. Football. NFL. Yay! I can watch a replay. Well, I know what I'm doing for like 3 hours, 2.5 hours. I know. What happened to Pat Spencer? No idea. No idea. Wonder if we're going to get Ryan Rollins. Let's see. Let's see if I can find anything. Nothing so far. Stick around. I wonder how long NBC Sports Bay Area is going to stay on. Man, it must be super hard to come up with stuff to talk about after a loss like tonight. One of those scheduled losses. Must be hard. Oh. So weird that my G League stream is not working. Site of NBA G League and it gets stuck. It's so weird. Does this happen on this browser? NBA G League. Yeah, it gets through. Huh. Why is it having trouble? Safari does not like the G League website. Let me try that on the Safari right here. NBAGleague.com. It's working. So strange. Why is that? Do I need to update the app? About Safari. Version 16. All right. Santa Cruz won by 16 points. And I'm just waiting to see if we're going to get Ryan Rollins. Should be the last interview of the night. And then we'll call it a night if we can get Ryan Rollins. Actually, maybe we'll just call it a night regardless. But we'll be back tomorrow. So, next live stream. Yeah, no problem for the rant. No worries. I'd rather have positivity rant than a negativity rant. Let's look at TweetDeck. Yeah, I did see a Ryan Rollins tweet somewhere. Let's see. Where did Dalton Johnson go? Oh, I should have him on here. There he is. Ryan Rollins, there it is. I'm just learning what the NBA is. It's a tough league. Yeah. All right, so tomorrow we have Wiseman in the G League. Santa Cruz Warriors at Salt Lake City Stars, 6 o'clock. So next live stream. Oh, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Next live stream tomorrow, Tuesday, 11/22. It'll be our fifth live in 6 days, in 6 straight days. Whew. With Wiseman, CW at SLC. It'll be at 5:30 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. tip-off. There it is. Everybody, please splash the like button on the way out, please. And we got 43 likes. Ooh. Well, what did you expect? Who will? Let me see if my G League. Does G League still work? NBA G League. It's still stuck? It's still stuck. Or you have to restart my computer. I don't know. I'll give that a try at some point. So that's it, guys. Let's call it a night. Wow, we didn't even reach 4 hours. It's probably a good thing. But I'm going to stick around and wait for the Ryan Rollins. Stick around and wait for the Ryan Rollins interview. Good rant, Bruce. Good rant. Clippers are so tough right now. Oh, boy. Yeah, I believe so. We'll see. All right, then. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for Wiseman. And if not, then we'll see you Wednesday night for Warriors versus Clippers. Take care, everybody. And just us. 1, 2, 3. Just us. 1, 2, 3. See you in literally, 5.5 hours? 21 hours. See you in 21 hours.